Szanowni Państwo, już jest w księgarniach najnowsza książka Markusa Luttemana i Monsa Kallentofta, czyli Heroina. Bardzo wciągający thriller, bardzo wciągający kryminał dziejący się w jednej z dzielnic Sztokholmu. Przekonamy się, czy ta dzielnica naprawdę istnieje, bo tak się składa, że zupełnie przez przypadek przychodził z tragarzami Mons Kallentoft, z którym o tej książce porozmawiamy. Hello, Mons.
Hello.
Czy coś po wyborach w Szwecji, jeżeli chodzi o kwestię uchodźców, się zmieniło, czy zupełnie nie?
Nothing has changed, I would say, with this election, because
Let's go.
it was a very tight election. So right now, no one has power. All the major political parties are trying to form a government, but it's very hard because they don't like each other. And what's happening is that the Swedish Democrats, the right-wing party, is completely against immigration. They got a lot more votes, but no one wants to work with them. So it's very complicated. But at the moment, it's a political standstill in Sweden, I would say.
Kiedy byłem kilka tygodni temu w Szwecji, to niektórzy mówili mi, że jest bardzo duży kryzys w szwedzkiej policji. Czy ty to potwierdzasz?
It's a crisis. I don't know enough to say that it's a big crisis, but they did a huge reorganization, which has been a true disaster. And so a lot of police have quit, and they have been harder time recruiting, and it's a bit chaotic who has responsibility for what. So yeah, it's true. It's a lot of problems with the police, but they still do good work and they catch the criminals. But it's difficult to have enough resources for them to investigate small crimes and everything. So, but they probably have to do another reorganization.
A czy to prawda, że szwedzka policja na przykład w Sztokholmie nie dojeżdża do wszystkich dzielnic, bo po prostu się boi przestępców?
There have been times, and when it's been a lot of unrest in some of the suburbs where we have a lot of immigrants, where it has been maybe too dangerous to enter because of Molotov cocktails and these things, and social unrest. So it's probably, if it's not been a super acute situation, it's been deemed too dangerous to enter, I think. And then, but to say that the police are afraid, I don't know. I think every policeman can be afraid when someone is throwing a Molotov cocktail at you. It's a difficult situation.
W swojej najnowszej książce opisaliście dzielnicę Sztokholmu, która nazywa się Stallhagen. Czy ona rzeczywiście istnieje, ile tutaj jest prawdy, czy po prostu ją wymyśliliście?
It's a fictional place, but it's like a mix of 5-6 different suburbs in Stockholm. We have those which are more or less completely segregated from the rest of the community. It's only immigrants, more or less, who lives in these. But in this book, I wanted to create one fictionalized suburb like this, but I also wanted it to be, for dramatic reasons, the police should be able to completely surround it. So I put it a bit further out, alone at the end of the subway line, and so. But what occurs there have occurred more or less in other parts. But of course, this is dramatized. It's more action, more conflict, more. But it's like that when you put everything in one place in one day, like this book is. It becomes like an explosion of drama, I would say.
Maybe it's better that place doesn't exist in real, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess it's better. Yeah, it would be a horrible place to live, but in some ways they exist, and maybe for a brief time when it's a lot of social unrest, which has been. But it's these things come and go, and riots don't last forever.
Chciałem zapytać o Zacka, głównego bohatera tej książki. On jest dla ciebie bardziej Jamesem Bondem czy strażnikiem Teksasu?
Like a mix, but not James Bond, but more maybe like a really not so perfect, elegant James Bond. But I want it to be like grand and cool scenes where you know, huge explosions, but like a really gritty James Bond on the really dark side of society, and maybe not saving the world, but trying to save himself, and maybe.
I stara się też uratować heroinę, czyli jedną z ważniejszych bohaterek tej książki.
Yeah, and it's a young woman who's been working in this suburb trying to do good things, and she is raped and held captured, and he is trying to save her, and it's a race against the clock. But for me, she's like a symbol of, you know, all the innocence that has been lost in Swedish society over the past 20-30 years. It's been, in many ways, become like everywhere, a much harder society in many ways. More divisions, more people feel unsafe. A lot of people.
Ile książek jeszcze pojawi się z Zackiem w roli głównej?
In Sweden, there has been one more published called Falco, which I don't write with Markus. This I write with another writer called Anna Karolina. The whole idea with this series of books is that I'm going to be like the main writer, but then I'm going to change different people to work with to keep it fresh and alive, and, you know, for me as well, and like be on my toes. So now I'm writing with a new person. Really good crime writer, Swedish one.
Muszę cię spytać też o twoją inną bohaterkę, Malin Fors. Czy ty w ogóle rozważasz zabicie ją?
For me, Malin is like super real. She's like a friend almost, like the weird, crazy, impossible friend everyone has. So I can't imagine me killing her, but maybe someday, you know, we all die, and I don't know. I take one book at a time, more or less, with Malin, and I still enjoy writing about her a lot. So, and she's really popular still. So it's no, I wouldn't. It would be stupid to kill her.
Yeah. Maybe she should retire, for example, in some day, maybe in next 10 books or 11 or 12.
Yeah, she can retire, and with the last book here in Poland, Scent of the Devil, she went to Bangkok to change something a little bit, but in the next book she's back in Linköping, but she can retire. I can write about her daughter, and Malin can still be in, so it's many possibilities in this world of Malin Fors, but I like her a lot, so she's fun to write about.
Czy masz w głowie aktorkę, która mogłaby się wcielić w rolę Malin Fors?
No, not really, to be honest. We've been working on making films for 3 years. These things take a long time, and we've been casting different actresses, maybe 200 or something. It's very hard to find the perfect one. And if they are the perfect one, they are already big stars in Hollywood, some Swedish actresses, so they are not interested.
We are waiting for your next books. And do you know how many books will be with Zack? There's
it's based on the myth of Hercules, and Hercules does 12 deeds. So the plan is 12, one for each deed, and then finish.
So in Poland, 8. We have this is the fourth one, so 8.
Yeah, I think so, or 12.
12. 8 plus 4 is...
Yeah, 8 more.
8 more. 8 plus 4 is 12. Hopefully.
If the Polish readers like them. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mons. Dziękuję Państwu bardzo serdecznie. Sięgnijcie po heroinę. Nomen omen, bardzo wciągająca książka, od której możecie się uzależnić. Polecam Państwu bardzo serdecznie.